Let's take a look at an example here where some clever algebra will let us solve a problem with integration by parts. So the example that we want to use here is the equation of the integral of e to the x sine of x dx. So at first glance, looking at this, nothing appears like it's going to get simpler or more complex as we integrate or derive it. So let's just start by picking u is equal to sine of x. So du by dx sine of x dx will be my du. And my dv is e to the x dx. And so v is e to the x. And you could switch these around if you want. It won't change anything. You could flip-flop these if you want, but I prefer integrating e to the x when I have the option to. So anyway, we'll get the integral of e to the x sine of x dx. That will be, the integral will be uv minus v du, so sine of x e to the x minus the integral of v du, which is e to the x. Du is cosine x d to the x. So like before, we haven't actually finished because like we've done with problems before, we'll have to, this is not integrable by itself. So let's do another do another integration by parts. This time I'll say u is cosine of x, so du will equal negative sine of x dx. dv will equal e to the x dx, so v is e to the x. That leaves me with the integral of e to the x sine of x dx is equal to sine of x e to the x, haven't changed anything yet, minus uv, which is cosine x e to the x, minus the integral of v du, which is e to the x sine of x. I moved that negative out there from the negative here to the outside. And now you might notice something, that this and this match. So we can algebraically move that piece over. In other words, I will get 2 times the integral e to the x sine of x dx, because the negative is going to go onto this, so I can add it to the other side, is equal to sine of x e to the x minus cosine of x e to the x. So in other words, what we originally wanted was the derivative of e to the x sine of x dx, which I almost have here. I just need to divide by 2. So the integral of e to the x sine, find a place where I can write this, is equal to 1/2 sorry. Let's clear this off and try it again. So we're going to get 1/2 times sine of x e to the x minus cosine of x e to the x. And that's our result. So again, it's because we had the 2 here, we wanted half of that, so we just divided by 2 on both sides, and that's where we get our result there.